Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most unsettling videos ever posted to YouTube. Number 30. Illusion of Bias. A haunting moral told in a genuinely unnerving way. Who could ask for anything more? Illusion of Bias follows the fictional story of a young girl who loses the ability to see her face following an emergency brain surgery. She dreams of being able to see herself, and her subconscious seemingly listens. Through it all, the viewers are treated to unsettling moments like her featureless head and the eruptive voice in her dream. The final blow comes when she peers into a mirror, and she and the audience are met with her disfigured face. The story ends with her being sick every night, alongside a warning to those watching to appreciate what they have, because the alternative may be far worse. Number 29. Everywhere at the End of Time. Though supernatural horrors are scary, some of the worst fears come from real life. There are few things that are more terrifying than the slow degradation of the mind, which is captured perfectly in Everywhere at the End of Time from English electronic musician James Leland Kirby, aka The Caretaker. The piece lasts over 6 hours, spanning the various stages of memory loss. It starts out deceptively happy, using ballroom music as a way of evoking feelings of a bygone era. As it progresses, it becomes more distorted and frightening. The final movement is the peak of existential horror, with the previous music nearly disappearing in favor of an unending ambient void. It's a gorgeous piece, but engage at your own risk, as you may walk away from it with newfound fears of the future. Number 28. Who is Behind Our Face? Special effects and carefully chosen music can both help curate an unsettling vibe, but this is proof that you don't need either to do so. With just clay and paint, Olivier de Sagazan transformed himself from man into an unrecognizable beast. With just a couple of layers, the viewer is thrown into the uncanny valley at the sight of his now disfigured features. The music is non-existent, only the occasional sounds of him working. At one point, he begins to desperately change himself. The piece as a whole serves as a creepy yet powerful nod to our never-ending attempts at finding ourselves in a world that seems to demand constant change. Number 27. Paris Catacombs Lost Man Footage. Getting lost is scary enough, but imagine the fear that comes with being hopelessly confused in a 150-mile underground cemetery.
So basically, he's filming what he's seeing, very deep inside the catacombs.
Many got to see it for themselves when footage from a 2000 episode of Scariest Places on Earth resurfaced online. It depicts a person wandering through the halls of the Paris catacombs and observing bones, before suddenly running away from an unseen danger.
He's running faster and faster and faster, deeper and deeper into the catacombs.
The clip ends with his camera falling to the ground, indicating that it was dropped or that he fell. Throughout it all, his actions are narrated in a tone that seems to match his panic, creating even more tension. Though there's speculation this video isn't as authentic as it appears to be, something that can't be faked are the chills it sends down viewers' spines.
And all of a sudden...
Number 26. If Everywhere at the End of Time didn't strike existential fear into you, then surely this will. Michael of Vsauce is no stranger to intense videos. He outdid himself with If, which focuses on figurative situations that are still planned for as though they're going to happen.
To us, the universe is full of if, but all things considered, we are pretty good at predicting the future and preparing for it.
For example, he takes the audience through a simulation of a nuclear strike on the United States, including the never-before-broadcast emergency alert system.
We interrupt our programming. This is a national emergency. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government. This is not a test.
He takes us further down the rabbit hole as he explains the moon disaster speech, a statement written for President Nixon in the very likely case that the astronauts had to be abandoned and take their own lives.
These brave men, Neil Armstrong and Edwin Aldrin, know that there is no hope for their recovery, but they also know that there is hope for mankind in their sacrifice.
Though it isn't loaded with jump scares, it's a piece that will force you to recognize that nothing is guaranteed. Number 25, K-Fee, car commercial. There's nothing quite like a classic. Unlike several other videos on this list, there's no greater story. It simply depicts a car driving down a country road before a zombie suddenly pops up from the corner of the screen and jump scares the viewer. Since being uploaded in 2006, it has startled countless people at least once. This isn't the only one of its kind, however. The company, K-Fee, made several commercials in this screamer format, but none have taken off as much as this one. It's a relic of a bygone era of the internet, but it still hits as hard as it did when it was first posted almost 20 years ago. Number 24, my dead great-grandma's coffin in my own backyard. Just from the title alone, you know you're in for an unsettling time. My great-grandma's coffin in my own backyard, from YouTuber DJ Def Joey, was filmed in 2008, making the body of his deceased relative 45 years old at the time. She ended up in his possession following the closure of the cemetery she was originally buried in. That left her in his care, and at his whim to film. He then reveals her, giving the viewer a front-row seat to his macabre show. He then takes things up another notch by proving just how much he loves his great-grandmother. In an otherwise discomforting video, this manages to somehow be the most horrifying part, and the moment that's most likely to stick with you after watching. Number 23, grave robbing for morons. Some scary clips predate YouTube by several years. Grave robbing for morons is believed to have been filmed sometime in the late 1980s, which is corroborated by the VHS camcorder footage.
Try and keep the real teeth in.
It opens with a human skull being presented to the camera. It's a jarring start, and it only gets more twisted from there. He ropes the viewer into a lesson they'll never forget, teaching them how to remove bones from their resting place and how to tell the age of the body you're stealing from. Though some are quick to call it fake, others have pointed out that the remains shown are too detailed for that to be the case. With that in mind, the video suddenly goes from creepy to downright horrific. Number 22, 2 a.m., The Smiling Man. As if walking home alone at night wasn't already terrifying enough, 2 a.m., The Smiling Man is a masterclass in capturing tension. It opens with our main character walking home when he suddenly comes across a man dancing towards him. He decides to cross, only to be followed. Just when you and the character are lulled into a false sense of security, the smiling man suddenly rushes the camera. The sound kicks into high gear, making the viewer feel just as terrified as the protagonist. The last thing either of you see before the video suddenly cuts is the antagonist's wide, unfeeling grin. The ambiguous ending makes it all the more scary, leaving you wondering what possibly happened afterwards. Number 21, Happy Anniversary. After accidentally crashing her car on February 9, 2004, Maura Murray called for help. By the time the authorities arrived, she was already gone.
Murray was last seen on surveillance video at an ATM in Haverhill.
Years later, in 2012, a video was uploaded on the 8th anniversary of her disappearance. This was no ordinary tribute, however. It depicted an older man in a dark room, laughing maniacally at the camera, leaving many viewers with the horrible feeling that he'd done something awful. The kicker? The user, 112 Dirtbag, based his name both on the road she had disappeared from and the descriptor used by her stepfather to denote those who kidnapped her. There were so many coincidences that the police got involved, but they eventually found he didn't abduct her. He just wanted to pretend he did. Number 20, Pencilace. Uploaded by Scad Shorts in 2008, Pencilace is a popular video that has amassed nearly 2.5 million views. A bizarre but creative work, Pencilace shows a young girl interacting with a giant pencil. Said pencil has a creepy face and allows the girl to conjure objects out of thin air. Let's just say it doesn't end too well for the pencil's poor victim. It's a very well-made video, especially when it comes to early YouTube. It's filmed well, the design of the pencil is incredibly eerie, and a disturbing musical motif repeats throughout the video, putting the viewer in a near-hypnotic trance. The mood it creates is one of extreme uncertainty. Number 19. The Sounds of Hell. Scour YouTube for a minute and you will find dozens of videos on the Siberian sounds of hell. These videos have received millions of views, all of which tell the same story. The legend goes that Soviet engineers drilled a 9-mile hole into the Siberian ground, and when they lowered a microphone into the hole, they captured the literal sounds of hell. Unfortunately, this story has proven to be fake, and the sounds of hell are just spliced together sound effects. Fake or not, the noises are still incredibly chilling, and we have to give major props to the talented editor who made it. They truly did capture the sounds of hell, or at least what we would imagine hell to sound like. Number 18. 11B x 1371. There are cryptic YouTube videos, and then there's 11B x 1371. Even its title defies sense. The video was originally uploaded in May 2015, before being re-uploaded under another channel in October. A person in an old plague doctor outfit stands inside an abandoned building and performs many puzzling actions, none of which can be properly deciphered. Harsh, distorted noises can also be heard throughout the video, which helps aid in its confounding tone. Viewers scoured the footage to decipher its meaning, with many even conducting frame-by-frame analysis. In 2016, creator Parker Wright gave an interview with the Daily Dot and revealed that the video was made as a creepy art project. Maybe there's no greater meaning behind it, but it sure is scary. Number 17. Cooking Idol. We really don't know what's going on in this video, but we do not like it. It was uploaded back in September 2010 by a user named Nana825763 and has since amassed over 3 million views. It begins with a fantastic jump scare, as creepy whispering and demonic noises are followed by a doll's face slamming into the camera. What follows is a pure surreal nightmare as the doll cooks, dances, and just kind of jiggles around. We don't know what's scarier, the bizarre visuals bathed in red or the disturbing sound effects that are played throughout the video. But we do know that both combine to create a truly unforgettable YouTube experience. Number 16. Sad Satan. On June 25, 2015, a user named Obscure Horror Corner uploaded gameplay of a PC title called Sad Satan. The user claimed to have found the game on the deep web, and it proved deeply upsetting for many. As the player walks down darkened corridors, audio of serial killers can be heard, and disturbing images continuously appear on screen, most of which reference horrific criminal acts. What makes this even scarier is the fact that we don't know much about it. Obscure Horror Corner disappeared after uploading the gameplay, and not much is known about Sad Satan. Some believe it was created by Obscure Horror Corner themselves. Others are not sure what to believe. It is an internet legend, and one that has never been solved. Number 15. Chasing Alien Through Aussie Woods. There are literally countless videos out there purporting to show alien encounters. This is one of the best. The user has uploaded a number of supposed alien sightings to his channel, but this is by far the most popular, generating nearly 2.5 million views.
Whoa! Did you see the tree? Run down here.
He and his buddies panic after seeing an alien and chase it through the woods, resulting in some good Blair Witch-style scares. Even though it's likely scripted, it's still a great bit of filmmaking and does a fantastic job in building tension.
Yeah, right here, right here.
We were here last time.
I know, exactly. Coming through here. I know where we're going.
It just goes to show that you don't need a lot of money to create an unforgettable short film. Number 14. Daram sings Pretty Woman. Daram was a very popular YouTuber in the late 2000s, known for his eccentric videos and somewhat creepy appearance. In this famous one from January 2009, the wild-haired Daram dances for the camera and lip-syncs to Roy Orbison's Oh Pretty Woman. The video alone is creepy enough, as it has an unsettling air of weirdness to it, but the context makes it even more disturbing. Daram was a man named Edward Mascari, who served 18 months in prison in the late 80s for sexual battery. It was these YouTube videos that eventually got Mascari re-arrested, as he was prohibited from owning a computer and uploading content. He was sentenced to 5 years in prison and died in custody. Number 13. 14 Horror Stories Animated. If Halloween season rolls around and you have nothing new to watch, try giving this video a try. It was uploaded by YouTuber Llama Arts, and it sees them animating 14 unique scary stories.
I looked up one last time before driving off. The blinds to the window I had peeked into had been shut, but I could see 2 of the blinds bent open. Somebody was at that window watching me.
Running nearly 1 hour in length, the video is a wonderful bit of horror filmmaking. The stories are freaky, the narration is suitably haunting, and the accompanying animation visualizes the terror in a distinctive manner.
The last thing I saw was my alarm clock flashing 12:07 before she pushed her long, rotting nails through my chest, her other hand muffling my screams.
The video proved incredibly popular, and as of 2023, it's been seen by nearly 22 million people. It speaks to the talent of Llama Arts and the quality of the stories in question. Number 12. The Swedish Rapsidity. In January of 2011, YouTube channel The Conet Archive uploaded a video titled The Swedish Rapsidity. Despite its title, the audio was taken from a radio station broadcasting out of Poland. It consists of a repeating piece of music and what sounds like a small girl's voice speaking in a cryptic and robotic manner. Just imagine tuning into this in the dead of night, not knowing what it was or where it was coming from. You may think the world is ending. Well, that's kind of what it was for. This audio was taken from a number station run by Poland's Ministry of Public Security, and it was broadcast to spies during the Cold War. Number 11. Spoons. We're going way back with Spoons, the first video in the famous Salad Finger series. Spoons was first published on Newgrounds on July 1st, 2004, and made the transition to YouTube in 2007.
Hello. I like rusty spoons. I like to touch them.
The animated short was a major success on both platforms and has since garnered over 40 million views on YouTube. It's an all-time classic bit of internet horror, featuring unforgettable visuals, an uneasy storyline, and a wonderfully eerie vocal performance from creator David Firth.
I see. Then I must leave.
It was truly ahead of its time, and even to this day, Spoons remains a wickedly creepy little video. Number 10. Mass of daddy longlegs in a tree. Kill it with fire. In this video clip, someone from Arizona felt compelled to disturb a cluster of daddy longlegs gathering together for whatever reason. Anyone with serious arachnophobia watching this, avert your eyes. While daddy longlegs aren't necessarily a harmful arachnid in comparison to other spiders in the world, the manner in which they scatter across the tree with those freakishly long legs of theirs definitely unsettles us. The second the person filming pokes them with a stick, they scramble into every possible direction. And even though we know there's a computer screen separating us from the creepy crawlers, we cannot help but be nervous that they might overflow right onto our laps. Ugh. Number 9. Hand thing.
Hi. Say, what is it?
Have you ever done the hand thing? Neither have we, and we doubt we ever will after watching this creepfest. In this video, two people that have dressed themselves up to look like giant dolls speak to each other in very squeaky voices while talking about and performing the hand thing.
God, I heard you doing the hand thing.
They make incredibly strange noises as they repeat the same hand movements over and over again. The repetitive nature of the video generates a heavy sense of madness, as we're sucked further and further into this mind-numbing and off-putting cycle of unparalleled insanity. It may not have grotesque monsters or unexpected jump scares, but Hand Thing proves that a descent into pure, inexplicable lunacy can sometimes be more effectively terrifying than anything else. Number 8. I feel fantastic. We feel anything but fantastic after watching this one. In this disturbing video, a mannequin is dressed up in a variety of different outfits and placed into a plain-looking room. Seems more weird than scary with just the visuals alone, but it's the combination of both the offbeat imagery and chilling audio that truly sells the scares this time around. The eerie soundtrack provides a calm but altogether unnerving atmosphere, as the lifeless doll does little but stare at you while the strange melody continues on. While we're at it, what the hell is up with that video description? It brings up Greek mythology and the philosophies of what true beauty are. Ugh. It makes us feel like they're confusing the terms fantastic and frightening a little here. Number 7. The Disneyland Ghost. Who's up for something a little more lighthearted to take a break from all this horrifying material? How about a trip to Disneyland? Disneyland is the exact opposite of spooky. It is the most approachable, friendly, charming place we can think of. And what was that? Unfortunately, it seems like not even the wonderful world of Disney is safe from the supernatural entities of our universe.
We've reimagined the Hitchhiking Ghost scene using our newest, most innovative technologies. It now allows for the Hitchhiking Ghost to interact with guests directly, placing them at the center of the story.
Some people have hypothesized that this is the spirit of the man himself, Walt Disney. Whether it's an actual ghost or just a video glitch, the image seen here will not be leaving our subconscious anytime soon. Number 6. Don't hug me, I'm scared.
What's your favorite idea? Mine is being creative.
How do you get that idea?
I just tried to think creatively.
How could a video featuring colorful, happy-go-lucky puppets gathering together to get creative be even remotely scary? Well, let's just say that Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared is the very definition of expecting the unexpected. Everything seems to be calm and collected at first, but the slow burn of the terror to come begins to build until the ending, where the intensity reaches a fever pitch and things get nuts. Shocking split-second shots of hearts, bloody pies, and thunderstorms are accompanied by an ear-scratching soundtrack, all of which results in an incredibly disturbing experience. We never expected a seemingly Sesame Street-style video to get so dark so fast. Don't follow the instructions in the video's titles. Please hug us, we're scared. Number 5. Obey the Walrus, also known as Obedece a la Morsa. This entry defies any sense of logic or explanation. After the brief and inexplicable inclusion of the villain Andros from the Star Fox video game series, the video suddenly bombards the viewer with a kaleidoscope of colors and visual patterns before the main attraction begins. The video is apparently a product made by a Latin American cult of people who worship an otherworldly entity known only as the Walrus. Whatever the individual dancing around has to do with this walrus is anyone's guess. Supposedly, bad luck will follow anyone shortly after they witness this video. If your life gets crappy shortly after watching our countdown, we're sorry for dragging you into this. Number 4. Body of a pig. Let's play Count the Nopes, shall we? Nope number 1. The cameraman and his colleagues are exploring a dark and desolate environment. Nope. Number 2. Said environment was highly rumored to be haunted. Nope. Number 3, and this one is the kicker. They decide to open a big red metallic door to see what's on the other side.
Get in.
Almost immediately upon opening the door, a grumbly voice is just barely audible, with the video repeating the sound several times just in case you don't catch it. After being slowed down and cleared up, a voice can be heard saying, "I have the body of a pig," just before making grunting sounds. What they heard, however, is nothing compared to what they saw. Number 3. Bedfellows. We can all take some comfort in knowing that this video is 100% fake, as it is a short horror film identifying itself as a work of fiction. However, this doesn't make it any less scary. A woman lies in bed next to who we can only assume to be her husband due to the numerous photographs of them that we are shown throughout the video. However, things take a twisted and unexpected turn when the woman gets a phone call from her significant other, who is just letting her know that he went for a little walk.
Could you come around and unlock the door?
Well, that's all well and good, but if that's her significant other on the phone, then who's lying next to her? Cue the heart-stopping jump scare in 3, 2, 1. Number 2. Dining room, or there is nothing. Upon clicking the video, you are immediately shown a pale woman in drab clothing while a fire rages behind her. Things only get creepier from there as the woman stares blankly into the camera. As it pulls back, it reveals an empty-looking room and what appears to be a bowl set for someone sitting opposite of her. She also says phrases that can't really be understood in her eerily monotone voice. We can't help but jump in our seats when she suddenly smashes her face into the bowl. We aren't really sure what's happening here, but horror does work best with that element of the unknown. And this video has it in spades.
There is nothing.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Girl goes psycho during makeup tutorial.
So we're gonna just start here.
Scary, horrifying, disturbing, creepy. Take your pick over which words you use to describe what happens in this video, because by the end, it left us completely speechless. It starts off innocently enough, with a woman providing helpful hints and suggestions for makeup advice.
Work it, work. Fabulous!
However, if Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared taught us anything, it's that even the cheeriest setup can go south very quickly. The woman is proceeding to demonstrate various makeup techniques when, out of nowhere, her live feed is interrupted by what looks like a darkened room. After this, she seemingly becomes possessed by something, loses control of her own body, and proceeds to violently smash her face into a bloody and broken mess. Which YouTube video do you find the most chilling? Let us know in the comments below.